Hello everyone, salut tout le monde. Alors, bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Sur cette chaîne, je parle de cheveux naturels et je parle aussi de ma vie en tant que nouvelle maman. Et pourquoi j'ai choisi de parler de cheveux naturels sur cette chaîne, c'est parce que je n'ai jamais défrisé mes cheveux, je n'ai jamais utilisé, même que c'était vraiment dans les années 90 où c'était à la mode, tout le monde se défrisait les cheveux. Nous, grâce à ma mère, parce que c'est pas comme si on ne lui avait pas demandé, c'était la mode. Donc, mais grâce à elle, on n'a pas défrisé nos cheveux. Puis maintenant, j'en suis vraiment heureuse. Et puis là, ensuite, la mode a commencé à être pour les cheveux naturels. Alors, je parle de cheveux naturels, je parle de beaucoup de trucs, de conseils que j'ai appris pendant toutes ces années. Et aussi, je parle de ma vie en tant que maman, car je suis une nouvelle maman, puis c'est une nouvelle expérience et voilà, je peux pas ne pas en parler, c'est ma vie de tous les jours, donc il faut que j'en parle. Pour certains objets, j'ai dû faire quelques erreurs avant de les trouver, puis de trouver la solution. Donc il y a eu des problèmes, ensuite j'ai trouvé la solution, puis maintenant c'est mes objets favoris et j'aurais voulu les savoir depuis le début pour ne pas que ces erreurs arrivent. Mais je pense vraiment que être une bonne maman, être un bon parent, c'est le fait de, non seulement on va faire des erreurs, on est tous humains, mais c'est le fait de faire des erreurs et de vraiment réagir rapidement, de trouver des solutions au lieu de s'auto-flageller parce qu'on a fait l'erreur ou qu'on a commis une erreur, d'accord? So being a parent, being a good parent, in my opinion, is the fact that you can make mistakes because we're all humans. You can make mistakes, but it's reacting quickly to those mistakes and finding the right solution. That's what makes you a good parent. So do not beat yourself up because you made those mistakes. Really, it's just about how you reacted, and if you reacted quick enough to find a solution, that's what makes you a good parent. All the good parents in the house. So that's what I think. So I'm going to show you a few of the things I'm talking about. We're going to start, so there's no particular order. I think I love them all the same. So we're going to start with the number one. The number one thing for me right now is what I've discovered lately through my friend, my dear friend who finally sent me this as a present. And I adore them. So this is about beads. I'll give you the little story before. I used to use these beads for my baby, and these beads are triangular. I've known other people who've used them. I didn't really read the reviews before using them. Maybe I would have learned something I should have known before. So they're not so bad. The only problem I have with them is the fact that it's the shape. So because they are this shape, they keep just lifting up and covering the baby's nose, and you have to always constantly make sure that you flatten them down. And I remember bibs used to be square. I don't know what happened that they became triangular, but I think the square ones were much better. And after using these, I am sure the square ones were much better. So they keep lifting up, closing the baby's nose, and also the material. It's pretty. This is the reverse. This is the reverse side of it. The material is pretty thick. It's pretty thick. They doubled it. It's pretty thick. What happens is it's not too bad that it's thick. It's just that it doesn't dry quickly, and babies, they spit a lot. There's a lot of saliva from the baby, and they drool. So this really keeps getting wet, and especially when it's cold. I live in Canada. There's like winter, like you wouldn't believe. The cold here. So the baby's bibs keeps getting cold, and retaining humidity and moisture is not the best thing for me, because I feel like the cold keeps staying around her face, and yeah, I'm not here for that. So I didn't really like these, and I had many of them, but then I used these bibs here. So these ones are square. Not only are they square, They are actually Ankara material, Ankara, which is made mainly of cotton. And my friend sent me a bunch of them. So at first I had only 2, and then I told her how much I love them, and she sent me a bunch of them. And these are made from, they're called Chez Blair, that's the brand's name. It's an African girl who's making these bibs out of Ankara material. She also makes baby clothes and other things for your babies. But the bibs I fell in love with, especially after using the other ones that wouldn't dry, and then putting this on her. And the thing is, not only could it retain so much drool, but it will dry so much faster. I could put it down and then pick it back up because it dries so fast, and put it back on her again. It was just so amazing. I couldn't believe it. And so the bibs weren't wet anymore. They weren't retaining the cold anymore. It was just so perfect. And I'm like, what? Why didn't I think of this? Ankara, of course, Ankara. Like, that's what we use back home. That's what we use in Africa all the time. And I'm here neglecting it. But no, this thing works. This works. It dries faster because we use them in hot countries. And yeah, it's supposed to be drying faster. It's supposed to be much lighter for your baby. And that's what it does. I just love them. Chez Blair. Chez Blair. Also on Instagram. I'm going to leave all her information in the description below. Chez Blair, love you. Ok, so the second thing, la deuxième chose que j'adore utiliser, que j'aime bien utiliser, c'est ça. Vous l'avez déjà vu dans ma vidéo auparavant, ma vidéo de Tips and Secrets for Mothers, les petits conseils pour les mamans, les petits secrets que les mamans utilisent, c'est ça. Donc moi, je le mets ici parce que c'est tellement plus facile à retrouver, à avoir accès, plus accessible. Pour dès que le bébé fait un petit dégât, un petit truc, je peux juste rapidement, j'enlève, j'ai toujours mon soutien, donc voilà quoi, pourquoi ne pas garder ça dans mon soutien, parce que je l'ai toujours, ça se voit pas, et c'est plus accessible. Ces petites serviettes, je les adore, je les adore, je les adore. Ces petites serviettes là, et j'en ai plusieurs pour le bébé. Au fait, ça empêche aussi de gaspiller plein de lingettes, des lingettes jetables. So when you have these little towels, you don't need to have so many wipes that you can throw away. So you don't need the wipes that you can't reuse. At least you have little reusable towels. That's so much better. So much better to have reusable towels. I use some for her face. I can actually wipe her face in the morning when she wakes up and wet them a little bit to just go around with her on her face with it. And I use some for even wiping her bottom area when she goes number 1, when she goes number 2 especially. Instead of using the wipes, you can actually use some warm water, a little bit of soap, and just wipe her bottom with it. It's actually a nurse who told my sister, not myself, and then my sister told me that a nurse told her that it's better to use something that's reusable, and you can use wipes just when you go out and you don't have access to your little towels. Then you use wipes so that you don't keep buying wipes. And it's just better to have something reusable, because let me tell you something, babies go number 2 like how many times a day? If you're gonna keep throwing away wipes, and you're gonna use several wipes to clean all of that area, several wipes, okay? So if you're gonna keep reusing wipes, taking one, throwing it away, taking another one, throwing it away many times a day, yeah, this becomes a much better solution. So because they are so different, I recognize which one I use for her face, and I have different ones that I use for her bottom area, her little butt cheeks. So yes, these towels, love, 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 love them. I also have the third article that I wanted to talk about. This is more about her, it's also more about her skin And the skin, what happened and why I discovered this, it's because she started reacting and having a little bit of rash around her stomach area. She was basically scratching her head. And then it took us a few weeks, but we finally realized, yeah, so she was scratching her hair, she was pulling on her hair, and we finally realized after a few weeks that it was due to the soap. I had to call 811, which is the number that we call here when we have any medical questions, if there's any medical issues. Before going to the emergency or to the hospital, you can call this number and they let you know, they give you a bit of advices. There's nurses, professional nurses that answer the call, and then yeah, they give you a lot of advices. She had a little bit of a reaction or an allergy basically to soap, the soap or it was the liquid soap that we were using for washing her, taking her bath with, and showering, the whole shebang, just for cleaning her. And she was having a reaction to it. We were also using, actually I wasn't using any lotion at the time. I was using shea butter, which is scentless. So it was really the soap. We are also using scented laundry detergent. And yeah, after speaking to the nurse over the phone, after calling 811 one night when I got really worried about like the way she was scratching her hair and her head, and they advised us to make sure everything we use on her is unscented, so no perfumed soap. I wish I knew this so I wouldn't even use any perfume soap, because we don't necessarily need the baby to be all perfumed all around her body. Like, she's fine. Her natural scent is really nice. So yeah, I wish I knew this so I wouldn't even waste my time using some soap, although it would say organic everything, and it's not even soap. It's in French they call it pain. So pain is bread, so they call it pain. And I had the pain de bain, which was really, it was scented. It was supposed to be all natural, whatever, but just because it's scented, and the perfumes used to make these things scented are not actually, not all the babies can handle it. So what we advise is not only to use unscented products, but the products I found that were really amazing was Aveeno, and that's what was recommended. So Aveeno for baby, this is her lotion. You have Aveeno cream hydratant, moisturizing cream. And we also have the Eczema Care Aveeno, which it's both of them made from oatmeal, and basically oatmeal allows you to not only add moisture to the skin, it's really good to the skin, for the skin, but it's also anti-démangeaison, so the baby doesn't scratch herself. It's more soothing. And yeah, it's better for allergies and eczema. We also have Aveeno, so now I swear by the brand Aveeno. That's it. After that night, I was like, yeah, okay, we're changing everything. Everything is unscented, and it has to be Aveeno, made out of oatmeal or oats. And yeah, so Aveeno, this is soap free. This is also Eczema Care wash. And I found this just at the Pharmaprix, at the pharmacies. And yeah, you don't need prescription or anything. It's just off the counter. No perfume, Aveeno, fragrance free. It's perfect. C'est parfait. The other thing that we use for her after we wash her is really Zincofax. So zinc. This is Zincofax. This is made mainly of zinc. It's also good for diaper rash. But what I use it for is her neck, because my baby likes her milk, okay? So she is a little bit, she has rolls, and she's a little bit more chubby, but she's gonna grow out of it or not, whatever she decides. You know what? I don't care, as long as she's healthy. So yeah, so I use the zinc for her neck, inside her neck, because she has rolls and they don't get to breathe often. There's a lot of moisture in there. The zinc allows to create a barrier between the skin in between the skin and make sure that there's no moisture. So zinc, so good for everywhere where she has rolls. And yeah, because what happens is it starts creating, making some type of smelly liquid that starts happening when she's the rolls are rubbing against each other. And honestly, it was so scary. I was like, why is my baby smelly? Like, no. Zinc saved us. Zinc. Instead of the powder, we use zinc. So not talc, but the zinc was perfect for that. And that is it for this section of baby care. I hope you liked it, and yeah, subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment as well. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite products are. Donc dites-moi c'est quoi vos produits préférés que vous utilisez pour les bébés, qui vous a vraiment sauvé la vie, sauvé du temps. Et puis c'est ça, n'oubliez pas de laisser des commentaires et de vous abonner. Merci. Mouah. Bye.